Hi everyone, and today we are going to learn how to install WordPress on DigitalOcean plus SSL certificate and access the files using FileZilla on your PC. After we have finished, we will see a nice WordPress website like this one. So let's jump right into it. The first thing we want to do is create a DigitalOcean account. If you don't have, you can check out the link in the description below to create one and get a few extra credit through the affiliate link. So once you have the DigitalOcean account, the first and the most important step is transferring the name servers or changing the name servers on your domain registrar, because it takes some time depending on your registrar. To do that, we will create on networking, and in here we will put the domain name to change the name servers. Now make sure you put the www and non-www version of the domain names. After adding the domain names, you will find a few values name servers here. Go to the domain registrar. I'm using GoDaddy, but I will leave a link in the description below where you will find most of the domain registrars and how to change the name servers. In GoDaddy, I will click manage domain names, and in domain names, if you are using GoDaddy, you will see something like this. So these are the name servers you manage. Down below you will see the name servers. By default you are using the default name servers. Click on change to change the name servers and use the DigitalOcean ones. Click on enter on. You will see name server 1, name server 2. Go back to WordPress, DigitalOcean. Click copy and go back to GoDaddy or your domain registrar and paste. Make sure you remove the dot in the end, and there are 3 values in total, so I'm going to add another name server value and paste the value and change 1 to 3. Click save. It takes some time, as I said, so be patient, and until that is done, we'll continue creating a droplet for our website. But first let's add www version of the domain name. Once the name servers are switched, depending on your registrar, you might get an email about the update. So let's create a new droplet. To create a WordPress droplet, what we will do is go to marketplace and click on WordPress. WordPress will automatically select the Ubuntu version for us, so we don't have to worry about that. Down below you can select any of these plans. I will recommend starting from $5 per month if you are completely new to this cloud hosting. Down below you have to select a server close to your visitor's location, so I will leave this one as San Francisco. Check IP version 4 if you think you will ever be needing this. It's free, so you can check it anyway. And a host name is the host name for your droplet. I will leave this one as my name and the domain name, and create droplet. If you want to create backup, you can also. It costs some money per month. Now you can see the droplet is being created. Once it is created, what we will do, we will go to the networking tab and point both of the domain names to the droplet, so we can access the droplet on our domain names. Okay, so droplet has been created. When you create a new droplet, you receive an email from DigitalOcean with all the information. We will open that email, but let's go to networking and click on more and manage the domain name. You can also click on domain name to manage. I'm going to put 8, that means all the traffic to this droplet, and we are going to do the same thing with www version of the domain name. Create record. Now this is done. Let's go to our email and open the email from DigitalOcean. Now you can see we have a droplet name, IP address, IP username and password. You can use DigitalOcean console to install WordPress and continue, and also install SSL, you can also use PuTTY. It spells as PUTTY. It's pretty much the same, except you have to use your IP address to connect PuTTY to DigitalOcean. PuTTY software is free if you want to use that. I'm going to use console for this one to make our process a little bit easier. Now in that console, you must put the login details you received in the email. I'm going to copy this password and go back to console and right click and paste. Once that is done, hit enter. Now you have to do the same thing again, because we will be changing the password when we access the droplet for the first time. Give it a password which you can remember, because we will use this same password to connect FileZilla with DigitalOcean. Now we must put the domain names. Make sure you don't put www or http before the domain name. Just use the domain name name.com without www. Hit enter. And email address for WordPress purposes, I'm going to put the email address which I use. Once that's done, hit enter. Username for WordPress, make sure you put a username which you can remember. Hit enter. Password for username. These settings are for username. Blog title, I will leave this one as Madhusudan, and hit enter. Now it is asking whether you want a Let's Encrypt SSL certificate. Now I don't know if it asks in PuTTY, but in DigitalOcean console it does. If you want to continue, you can put yes. If you don't want an SSL certificate for now, and you know how to do later, then you can insert no. I'm going to put yes, so we can install SSL certificate on our PC right now. So we have to put an email address for expiration purposes, or if any issues with our droplet, they'll contact us on this email. I accept the terms and conditions. This step is optional. If you want to receive emails about what's happening in the internet world, then you can put yes, otherwise no if you don't want to. Now here we have to decide whether we want our SSL certificate on one domain name or both versions of the domain name. So I'm going to hit enter because I want the SSL on both the domain name versions. Okay, so once that is done, make sure you put 2, because we want to redirect all the traffic to HTTPS. Okay, this process will take some time, and once this process is done, you will see installation complete. Access your new WordPress site in a browser. Continue. We can safely close this window, but let's leave it for now if we run into any issues. If the domain name process is not fully complete, we can copy the IP address and paste the IP address to see if we can go to the website. If we can and the IP address changes to the domain name, that means the process has been fully complete, and you can see a nice WordPress website. You can also put /wp admin to access your WordPress dashboard, and make sure you put the password and username as you put in the console. Okay, so the last step is left, which is connect to FileZilla. I'm going to open FileZilla here, and let's close this one for now. To connect your website with FileZilla, go to File and Site Manager. Here we are going to copy the IP address and paste the IP address, and put the password for our root DigitalOcean droplet, and hit connect. You can leave this one as SFTP as file protocol, and click OK. Okay, you will see remote site files on the right hand side. If you click on this question mark, you will find all the files. To access the WordPress files, click on var, and in var click on www, and in www click on HTML. Here you will find all the WordPress files. You can click on any folder to access a file, or right click to edit a file and view the file. So that's pretty much done. We created a DigitalOcean droplet. We successfully created WordPress on that, and SSL certificate. You can see right here that the site is verified by Let's Encrypt. And finally, we connected our website to FileZilla. So yep, thanks very much guys for watching. I hope the video helped. Please let me know if you want me to improve anything in the future, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Until then, take care.